Hello, morning, everybody. My name is Guoying. So I'm from Wellcome Sanger Institute in Cambridge. Yeah. Today I'm talking about how we use Nextflow in Tree of Life project program. Yeah, Tree of Life program. So first, what is the Tree of Life program in Sanger? So this is part of the global biodiversity sequencing project. So our aim is to sequence all the complex life forms on the Earth to produce a very high quality genome for each individual species. So this will help us in the conservation and understand the interconnectedness of the life and build a new economy based on biology materials. Yeah. So this Tree of Life program including many projects. So one of the first project is called Darwin Tree of Life. So Darwin Tree of Life is going to sequencing all the 70,000 of species in Britain and Ireland. And so far, in July, we already submit 1,000 of complete genomes to the, as the genome notes publication. So that's the Tree of Life program. Oh, sorry. So this our whole process we call the genome engine. We stopped from collecting the sample from the field, then extract the DNA, doing the sequence. We use different technology, PacBio, Illumina, or Oxford Nanopore. Then we do the assembly, genome assembly, and the curation. Then the final product is published genome notes. We also submit the complete reference to the ENA and at the same time in the ensemble as well. So that's the whole process. So as us, the informatics team, we mainly respond to the 3 blocks here, the assembly, curation, and the genome notes publication. So that's 3 blocks. So our informatics team responds for. So this we call the data processing pipeline. So that's the main task here. So the raw reads, we normally, after the sequencing machine in the iROS system, we need to download that raw reads and pre-process them, decontamination it, and do the assembly. Then we run some standard genome analysis pipeline to generate the results for the people to use. Then the final task, we automatically generate the genome note publication to publish the results. So that's the data processing, the whole pipeline. We have a few tasks here. So we are going to write the pipelines to deal with these steps. So here, we adapt the Nextflow to write our pipelines. So we follow the NF core guidelines very strictly. So all our pipelines update the template very often. So currently, probably NF core 2.8 or something. Yeah. So this is pretty much so everything here. So we use all our modules is pushed to the NF core. So currently we have lots of sub workflow for each pipeline as well. We not publish them yet, so we will publish the sub workflow as well. So currently we have 12 pipelines released of under development. So we have a pipeline portal to make all the pipeline together here. So this portal, actually, we use the NF core website. We exactly copy. I just modify a little bit. Switch the NF core Git repository to our Git repository. So that's why. So all the features from the NF core website will be available in this website. I will quickly show you what that look like now. Oh, sorry. Oh, not showing here. How to show this the web page to on screen? Okay. Okay, go back.
Just look right at the screen.
Okay, thank you. Okay, you're probably familiar with this looks like the NF core website, yeah? So yeah, so this is all our pipeline here. Yeah, so this is one of the pipeline called read mapping. So you can see there's a few tabs here. The introduction, actually the README page in the GitHub repository. We have a result page to show the testing results here, exactly that NF core website. We have a different page, all use the NF core website, yeah? So we also have, sorry. So this, you can see lots of numbers here. We have 19 contributors in all our pipelines. So all these numbers you can see here. Okay, so that's the different pipeline, different people to commit here. So this is our release pipeline. You can see how many releases, how many unique committers. So currently we have basically our team around 11 people. So develop all these pipelines. We have 9 pipeline released here. So yeah, so everything we copy from the NF core website. Yeah. So that's our pipeline portal. So I showed you this page, that this page also showed, yeah. So except the pipeline portal, you can find all our pipelines in the GitHub repository as well. So our organization name called Sanger Tor. Tor is Tree of Life, yeah. So yeah, so all the pipeline available in MIT lessons, you can download or modify them. So, and also, so our pipeline is fully tested. There is 2 tests configured in GitHub Action. The first test is the small test that will be run in the GitHub runner. So anybody can run this test if you download the pipeline in your local. So another test is a little bit bigger testing. So this testing will run through the tower, then actually execute in our farm. So this will make sure our pipeline is fully testing in our environment. So then the results, you already see the results. We archive to the Sanger S3 then you show the results in the pipeline web portal. So yeah, so you can come to here to look at our pipeline as well. So before writing the Nextflow pipeline, we need to pack the software. This kind of decision tree, how we pack our software. So we normally prefer the Docker image against the Singularity image. We don't build the Singularity image directly. We only build the Docker image. So first we find the Docker image in any public repository or not. If there's one, we will use it. Especially we go to the Bell container first to find any image there. So yeah, we prefer the Bell container image against the other repository. If not, so we will write our own Docker file, then build our own Docker images. So this is the decision tree, how we pack our software. I'm sorry that the title is a bit. So this is the repository to centralize all our Docker file. So each software, we have a subdirectory there, normally only with the Docker file there. We also have build a Docker image parameter file to define what version this software is, and also container version, because sometimes the software not changed, but you just want to add something into different way to build the Docker image. So we also version our container version plus the application version. Then later, we will tag the Docker image in this way. So the application name, like this air gray 3.0 container 1. So this how we tag the Docker image. So most image we push to the KL, so that's make public, so everybody can use our Docker image as well. So currently, the Docker file keep in our internal GitLab repository. We have a GitLab CI. If you add a Docker file there, so that the GitLab CI will automatically build everything and push it to the repository. So once the Docker image is being built, we will expose the Docker image in our farm. So you can use or testing the software before you write in your pipeline. So we use the SHPC to deploy our Docker image as a Singularity image on the farm. So this is kind of very easy with the SHPC's help. So first, you have a SHPC recipe file, define which Docker image to use, and what version. You can list any version, the Docker image version there. Then you can list what binary or script you want to expose outside of the Docker image available from the farm. So that's the Docker image, the SHPC recipe file. Once you have this recipe file, it's very easy. You just use the SHPC install this software. So then this software will available through the module. You just use the module, load this software. So all the binary or script will be available on the farm. So yeah, so thank you for the SHPC. So that's the whole process. We have the Docker image, SHPC will convert to the Singularity image, then the Singularity container will be run on the farm as the module. We load the module to use the software. So that's how we pack our software and deploy our software before writing any Nextflow pipeline. So you can see we have a very big list of genome or spaces to run. We have lots of pipelines for each species to run as well. So how can we manage these things? Currently, so each day each week we run 20 or 30 species with different pipelines. So how can we manage here? So we normally, also we have a database, workflow database, to centralize all the workflow we run or running or going to run. So that's a database we tracking everything there. So on the top of the database, we have built an API, so you can trigger the workflow run through the API or through the Docker, through the command line, actually. So this is a workflow API through the command line or API. So here, so all our input actually from Jira, we tracking all the spaces on different stages use Jira. So the Jira, so you have a Jira ticket, a different project, you have a different list in the Jira. So we continue monitor Jira, different stage, we trigger different pipeline. So input the Jira, everything we keep in the database, workflow database. How we link them together, we introduce another concept called the prefix. So the prefix is another lightweight workflow. So we use the prefix as a workflow to control how we run our pipeline, how we tracking them. So the prefix, we introduce the prefix here. So the prefix will talk to API to submit the workflow to run or resubmission, this kind of thing. So prepare the we have input templates. So go to the Jira, you get the spaces. So you fill the template, so then you get the configure, the input for Nextflow. We pass to the Nextflow for this configure. So then the prefix through the API actually run our Nextflow run on our farm. So currently we are trying to use the tower in different way, but at the moment we just try to send, when Nextflow run on the farm, we just send our logs to the tower. Yeah, so later you can easily to look all the next thing the tower provided. So actually we have another thing that we also send all our Nextflow logs to Elasticsearch. So then it's easy to us to analyze all the Nextflow. So what memory we being requested, how many being used, this kind of things. We have another block somewhere. So that's, we use the prefix to control everything here at the moment, not directly use the tower yet, yeah. So this is what the prefix. The prefix is a very lightweight workflow, complete writing in Python. You just, if you're familiar with the Python, then it's very easy to write this kind of flow. So in prefix world, they not call the workflow, they call the flow. The flow including subflow and a list of tasks. So yeah, so that's the prefix. So lots of tutorial online, you can find it there. So this is what our Jira is like. So this Jira is in one of the projects. You can see there's a list, a very long list of the species with the Darwin tree project, which project with lots of other ID follows. So each line is represent one species. We will pick up this line from here to trigger our list of pipeline. So this is the input of our workflow. This is one of the dashboard for the perfect. Here, you can see what is the perfect flow. So you can filter out the results. So we have one of the flow called pipeline orchestration. So this flow, we have 4 deployments. What is the perfect deployment? The deployments is define what to run where to run and how to run it. So the perfect is, so this is the perfect server. So there's a worker also installed along with this in Kubernetes cluster. So the worker actually doing the work. Then, yeah, so finally they will trigger something on our farm to run. So you can see the first is auto scheduling. So every 30 minutes we will go to the Jira to fetch what I can do. So then trigger the workflow, all the pipelines on the farm. So later, if any job failed, you can resubmit your workflow from here as well. So on this corner, you can see the last deployments. I show the sub-menu here. You can quick run this deployment or custom run. If you put a different work directory, so you can configure to run this deployment yourself. So this is the perfect dashboard about the workflow and deployments. So this is the run page. So you can see over these 3 days, this flow, most of runs take 9 seconds. You can see all green means all our run is successfully. Some take longer. If you click that dot, you can see the actual logs underneath. So last bits, there's some red spots there. This run the field. You know, we were testing something that run field. You click, then you can find the loggers here. So here the logger is the perfect flow the logger, not the Nextflow. The Nextflow logger will, you can see them on our farm directly or on the tower. So here is the perfect flow log. If you click one of the spots, the actual run page, you can come to here to check the run. So this run, there's 2 sub-workflows. On the top, the green bits is the timeline. The first sub-workflow, there's some task there. You click each task, you can see each task log as well. This is a very messy. This is another run. You can see lots of red parts here. That's a failed run. You can read the information why the run is failed. Yeah. So this simple UI for our workflow. You can see what spaces, which workflow run, in which version, on where to run status here. So that's a very simple UI. Yeah, like I said, currently we have 4 pipelines running in production, about 20-30 species per week. Our target is 60 species per week. Integrate all the pipelines in this way. So everything is still just started. We're still testing and refine everything here. So finally, I will thank our team. The Matthew is our team leader. The Priyanka developed several pipelines here. She also, as the Nextflow ambassador in Sanger campus, you know, she did lots of code review, training, hackathon about Nextflow. Sabin is actually write the prefect, the flow, and the API, the workflow API. The Beth did the genome nodes pipeline and you know, make the genome node publication automatically. So finally, everything we follow the Nextflow. Thank you the NFCO, the whole community. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much. This is a fascinating project, and the scale is pretty mind-boggling. There are lots of questions, especially about the scaling and the technology in Slack. So if you don't mind joining the Slack afterwards, I think we'd love to get a little bit more from you. But for now, we're out of time for questions, so we're going to move on.